In recent years, we've seen climate change, global warming, and the rising cost of raw materials put upward pressure on the price of food. In 2008, The Economist magazine described the food crisis as a silent tsunami. Worried about that looming threat, most countries are looking to decrease their reliance on imports and increase their food self-sufficiency. But Taiwan is moving in the opposite direction. Once built on agriculture, currently in Taiwan only 32% of food is locally produced. In the first of a new series of feature reports, we examine Taiwan's food policy.
At one time, Taiwan was a world-leading food producer. Before 1968, the country was self-sufficient and even produced a surplus. But since then, the self-sufficiency rate has steadily dropped.
We used to be up to nearly 100% over 100. From that very high self-sufficiency rate in the world, we dropped to 32%, which is also a world first.
In 2010, we imported 2.54 million tons of corn, 1.1 million tons of wheat, 500,000 tons of sugar. The total cost of these imports was nearly 120 billion NT dollars.
Compared to Japan, which only has one annual harvest, tropical Taiwan enjoys 2 harvests a year. The climate is perfect for farming, yet Taiwan's self-sufficiency rate is bottom of the developed country list.
Of course, some people say it's because for better income and westernization of consumer behavior. That's partly true, but you can't blame it all on that. The most important reason is agriculture policy.
10 years ago, Taiwan joined the WTO, opening up its market to some agricultural products. Over 900,000 hectares of farmland was turned over to other users or set aside.
Back in the 1980s, one person ate 98 kilos of rice a year. Now it's only 48. That forces us to set aside and convert land. Some people criticize us for not properly using farmland, but you have to see it in context.
The government subsidizes farmers 45,000 NT dollars or $1,500 per hectare of set-aside land a year. Taiwan has 210,000 hectares of fallow land, which adds up to over $325 million or 10 billion NT dollars.
In the past, the system of set-aside meant if you planted land, the government wouldn't give you money. But now if you were growing vegetables, but not anymore, they give you 45,000. That's a weird policy. We should turn it around. If you don't plant, I won't subsidize you. If you plant, I will pay you.
If the price of food plummets, the experts suggest a direct payment mechanism to compensate farmers. Will this mean fresh, local, cheap food and countryside recovery?
If everyone helps, rice consumption will increase and we can revitalize. An increase of 1 kilo would revitalize 5,600 hectares.
Global warming, armed conflict and other issues have an immediate impact on food trade. Perhaps if countries like Taiwan properly use their natural resources and become more self-sufficient, true food security could be achieved.